I wanted to make a video that showed you how to do the skills review homework. As you might know from reading in the syllabus, you're going to have a Stat 10 portion to the course, and that Stat 10 portion is simply doing skills reviews that are associated with every other chapter. And so if I go into assignments, that's one way to get to them. And you can see the different assignments, and these are the Stat 10 requirements. And so you must complete this Chapter 2 Skills Check review by June 19th. Again, in this course you can work ahead. June 19th corresponds to the deadline for the first exam. All of these correspond to the exams that they're kind of over. So you have to do a Chapter 2 Skills Check. The other way to see them, which I would recommend more, is to go through the modules. So we're going to start out the week of June 7th, and here's the things that we'd like you to do the week of June 7th. Now, I put the Chapter 2 Skills Check early, even though it's not due until June 19th. Notice the homework has due dates that precede the exam. I just want to make sure that you're working through the class in a way that helps you to finish on time. Again, you can work ahead. When you're ready to do the skills check, do the skills check first and then the skills review. The skills check is a quiz, and if you do really well on it, it gives you automatic points for this skills review. So if I click on skills check, I can go and get in here, and it's going to tell me I have an unlimited number of times to do this, but it's going to call it a test. Right, and so I'm going to click on the test. Not sure why it says finish the test because I hadn't started it, but it doesn't matter. So our job is to round this number to the nearest thousand. So there may be, this is all supposed to be review material that you know, and so if you know it, then I should give you automatic credit for the homework. And so you would just go 0.284. And when you're ready, you go to the next problem, right? Because we're rounding to the nearest thousands. Oh, I apologize. Let me cancel that. The right button to hit, I forgot. I'm doing it in this small screen. These are the Canvas buttons down here. You can actually do this in a larger screen. I'll make another video showing you how to do it in a larger screen. But this is the arrow to toggle to the next question. 32% of $6, and you can use a calculator, and so maybe you already know how to do that. 0.32 times 6, 1.92, right? And wants your answer as a decimal, and then you click out here. Write the percent in as a simplified fraction. Well, we know that it's 84 over 100, but 84 is divisible by 4. Right? And so my point in showing this is not to take up a whole lot of time, but this is 21 over 25, right? Let me get to the bottom of that. Sorry, just using my arrow keys. And then we're going to go through and do that. 4/11ths, round to the nearest hundredth. Make sure you look at the blue and round to where it says is appropriate. So if I look at 4 divided by 11, I get 0.36 repeating. So it's 0.36. It wants out to the nearest hundredth. So 0.36 would be it. Oh, of a percent, right? So 4/11ths, I would have gotten it wrong. What's on my calculator is this, right? But I got to write it as a percent, not as a decimal. And so I need to come in here and change some stuff. This is 36.36%, right? So make sure you're answering the question. You can also toggle to the next question by clicking up here. And you're going to answer all of these. If I got 100% on this, right, we'll click submit test, right, when we're done. Right now I'm just going to click on something else and leave. And let's see what happens if we get back into it. Will it still let us go in and complete the test? And let's take a look. Yeah, it remembers all my answers. Let's see if it indicates which ones I've answered. Yep, so it indicates which ones I've already answered. It doesn't tell me if they're right or wrong. That will never happen until you submit the test. This is supposed to check your skills, and then based upon that, if I go back to the modules, do that first, because based upon that, it gives you a score and redoes your skills review homework, right? So you may not have to do all 24 in order to get the 24 points here. So you do the skills check, and then you do your skills review. So just make sure you do that. It's a necessary part of getting credit for the Stat 10 portion. Essentially, you need to get 70% or better on all 4 of those as we consider the 4 different ones: the chapter 2 block, the chapter 4, the chapter 6, and the chapter 8. So I just wanted to make a little video about how to do that and do that skills review homework, and just to highlight that it shouldn't be overlooked. Alright, good luck on everything. Reach out with questions via email if you want. Again, the way to access that email is right over here with this inbox, and you should be able to choose Professor Eitel or myself, Wayne Jensen, in order to get your questions answered. Choose Professor Eitel for the first part of the course up until July 2nd, and then from July 2nd on you can use myself, Wayne Jensen. Alright, take care, and hope it all goes well.